going to be 2 Fridays from now. Friday, December the 17th. It'll be everything from Unit 2. So make sure you have all your notes. If you need me to unlock any ed puzzles because you want to watch it again, please let me know and I will do so for you. Okay? All right. So today we are in Nearpod. Let me pull up your code. Everyone needs to go to join.nearpod.com. And here's your code, YL285. YL285. What you should have on your desk right now is your Chromebook, a pen or a pencil, your notes from Monday's class. All right, so Unit 2 has been all about population. So we started out talking about population distribution. Now we're talking about population patterns. So what was the big thing we've been talking about? We watched a documentary about it. Remember the guy with the boxes and the airplanes? What's the big thing we've been talking about? What is everybody concerned about?
Overpopulation.
Say it again louder.
Overpopulation.
Thank you. Overpopulation. Everybody's concerned that we're going to have way too many people on this planet and Earth cannot sustain that. So before we go deeper into how population policies address that, let's do a quick review of what we did last class. Whoever I'm missing, your code's up here, YL285. I'm going to get us started.
Never before in history have there been so many people on Earth as right now. Our numbers have skyrocketed from 1 billion in 1800 to 2.3 billion in 1940, 3.7 billion in 1970, and 7.4 billion in 2016. The world
Stage 1 of the demographic transition is considered a historical stage. True or false? This is going back to what we talked about on Monday. Is stage 1 of the demographic transition a historical stage? True or false?
I said false.
Ignore it. Go ahead.
I said false too because, like, in countries, some countries will go through like very high birth rates and also have very high death rates. But as that country develops and gets better medical care, like in India, they're gonna have people gonna stop having less children, and they're gonna slow the birth rate down.
Even I was reading it said high birth rates and population explosions are not permanent. See, I read it a different way. I thought it said
so what you probably saw is are permanent instead of are not permanent. True or false? It is a historical stage. I think that 40% is actually just Brianna. Okay, this is true. Correct. At this point. Stage 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, because we talked about 5 on Monday. This video does not. But which stage have most countries gotten to by this point in time? No one's in stage 1 anymore. This is where humanity started. As we were beginning to stop being nomads and hunter-gatherers, we were beginning to live in more urban areas where we were settling and creating permanent settlement. Well, we're not having where a bunch of people are being born, and there are also a bunch of people dying.
In the 1960s, population growth reached an unprecedented rate, which led to apocalyptic prophecies.
There we go.
Your motivation is, whether you dream of a world where all people live in freedom and wealth, or you just want fewer refugees coming to your country, the simple truth is that it's beneficial to you.
So, at the end of the class today, we are doing a timed writing, so we need to start getting our writing juices flowing. So what I want you to do in 2 to 3 complete sentences, answer the following questions. Why are programs that help lower child mortality or help poor nations develop important? If you need help, I gave you your sentence stem. Programs that help lower child mortality or help poor nations, that's right there, develop are important because we're working on better restating our questions and our answers. So we don't write, and it's just word salad. Where's it popping up? What? Alcohol. Wait, press refresh. Let's see. Press refresh. Press refresh. Brianna. There you go.
Society.
Go with that. We're getting there. Use that to help you inform your answer. Because once you have somebody live past page 5, it's more likely they're going to live to be an adult and do all the things that adults do to contribute to society. Just post it, I'm gonna tell you. Ooh, people pay more taxes. Okay, that's a good one. Have younger people to take care of the older. That's another good one. Okay, so for the person who said people pay more taxes, how does that benefit the economy?
And they so more people can have more children.
Okay, so now you're looking at how it becomes a cycle. Like they pay into the system, now that money can get used for more people. Okay, good. This looks good, y'all. Anti-natalist. So, we're writing again. We're writing again, y'all. So now we're going to take our notes on anti-natalist population policies. So, anti meaning against, natal meaning birth, against the birth. All right? So an anti-natalist population policy is when the government programs designed to decrease the fertility rate and slow down population growth. These are also referred to as restrictive population policies. So first we had expansive, now we have restrictive. So here's an example of a campaign that happened in Singapore in 1972 to 1987. But didn't we just talk about Singapore, right? Now they're encouraging people to have kids. But 40 years ago, they were saying, hey, the more you have, the less they get. 2 is enough. 2, okay? So, 0 population growth. So countries like Japan, Germany, actually most of Western Europe is in a 0 population growth situation. They are going to run out of people.
Because they got
Now
elderly people.
And they also have a large amount of elderly
it's like the younger people can't take care of the elderly people when they...
Because there's not enough of them, right? And what did I say we see here that shows us that we're headed towards that stage of like, ooh, we have way too many elderly people. What did I say? We see an increase in what type of job?
Nursing home jobs.
Nursing homes, healthcare. It's not like, oh, they make so much money. That's to get you to do the job, right? But really, we have an aging population. Somebody's got to take care of them. Anybody still writing? Exactly. We make it easy for you. You don't have to worry about paying for all these things. We'll just give it to you. Now, we kind of do that here in the United States with programs like WIC, where we subsidize the cost of certain grocery items to make it easy. And we make fun of WIC a lot. But actually, it's a really great program because, again, children are really expensive. How many weeks of paid maternity leave are they getting in Western Europe?
52?
Now, let's look at this map. I know I got a couple of people still writing. But look at this map. Throwback to Unit 1. What kind of map is this? Go ahead, calm down. Say it. Chloroplast.
She said it
map.
like me.
You said all you need are your notes and a pen or a pencil. Kyrie, my good man. Pass out. Everybody gets one line sheet of paper. Everybody gets one of the question papers. Thank you. Does anyone need a pen or a pencil? Damn, actually let me write in pencil. So Merry Christmas. You get to write in pencil today.
Yay.
I know, right? All right, so Kyrie's coming around with papers.
We have to get back on our phone books.
No Chromebooks. Practice free response question. So remember, on the AP exam in May, you have 2 sections, multiple choice, free response questions. It's 50-50. On the exam in May, you're going to have 75 minutes to answer 3 free response questions. Today, you're going to have 30 minutes to answer 1 free response question. Today's question is worth 25 points, so this is for a grade, y'all. So, we're going to talk about this in a second. I want everyone to flip your page open real quick. So let's go over the task verbs that we're addressing today with this free response question. The first one is to define. Can someone please read to me what it means to define?
Prove a specific meaning for a word or concept.
There we go. That's only one sentence, y'all. Be identified. What are we doing?
Indicate or prove information about a
Specific.
specific
Yep, we got it.
topic without elaboration or explanation.
Correct. So you don't need to go into details. That's, again, another one sentence answer. Describe. What are we doing when we describe?
Provide the relevant characteristics of a specific topic.
That is 2 to 3 sentences. So I know y'all are like trying to ooh, 1 sentence is all I got to do. Not for all types of questions. when I'm asking you to describe. Because how can I accurately describe something? How am I give a recipe in one sentence? No. Lastly, compare. What have I not heard from yet? So you get to use your notes for this one because we just learned about pronatalist and antinatalist policies. I don't expect you to know this off the top of your head yet, all right? So let's look at our question. Remember, free response questions have 7 parts. Each part is worth 1 point. So even if you like, oh, I'm not sure what to put for part C, that doesn't mean you got part D, E, F, G. That doesn't mean you got it wrong. I only give you 1 point for each thing. And of course, I'm going to make it all fancy to get to the 25 points, all right? All right, when we're turning thinking, remember, here's our stapler. Staple it, put your question paper on top, drop it in the basket for me so I can grade it later on today, okay?